As days in Oaxaca go, so we've only been here for one day and it is incredible. We have seen live concerts, dancing, there's just so much life and colour. It's 30 degrees. I have to say, I can totally see why people fall in love with this city. It is beautiful. After being here in Mexico for a couple of weeks, this might go down as one of my favourite destinations. Hi, I'm Juliana from The Discoveries Of, and today we're going to be exploring Oaxaca, Mexico's culinary powerhouse and cool destination du jour. Join me as I discover some of Oaxaca's must-visit spots and discover why people rave about Oaxaca and its surrounds. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notifications button to find the coolest places for you to discover on your next trip. Good morning. So we arrived in Oaxaca yesterday and I'm about to spend a day exploring Oaxaca. It's Saturday, which is Oaxaca's big market day. So we're gonna go and see some markets, have some great coffee, go and explore, eat loads of food and explore the beautiful city that is Oaxaca. Y la misma para esta y ya está, por favor. This place is a vibe. It is full on, but pretty cool. I mean, you can buy everything here. You can buy your clothes, you can buy your veg, your meat, you can buy, you know, anything you want. Literally anything. It's huge. ¿Se es con chili? ¿Con limón? ¿Sí?
Con ajo.
Y ajo. Ah, nice. I'm eating my first grasshopper. I'm going to give it a try. It's nice. It's weird. It's very intense, very limey, which is great. But lime, chili, chilado. Let's give this one a try. Oh, I like that one. Está bien. Yeah, está bien. Muy bien. I think I'm gonna buy some of those for a snack. And I just tried my first grasshopper. Now this is a real Oaxacan speciality. I haven't seen it elsewhere in Mexico. And it's good, I have to be honest. So it's quite intense. It's like an intense peanut with lime, chili and garlic. To be honest, it mostly tastes like lime, chili and garlic with a nutty, slightly intense aftertaste. So I would highly recommend you give it a go. I thought I'd seen markets at home, but this really takes the biscuit. And actually we've come in the afternoon, which isn't even really a busy time to come to a market. If you want to see the market in absolute full swing, you should come quite early in the morning. We wanted a more of a chilled start today, so we kind of came down here a bit later. But as you can see, it's still pretty hectic. Like literally we've been walking around this place for half an hour, 45 minutes, and there are just people everywhere. It never stops. I don't think we've even seen a small proportion of it. It is just crazy. Okay, so this is pretty epic. I'm not sure I knew what to expect. I'd seen a couple of pictures, even from the main pools. Honestly, the views are absolutely stunning. You will not regret taking this trip from Oaxaca. Oaxaca for about a day, so it felt like a good time to head to a Mezcaleria. This is basically a mezcal bar where you can get loads of the different mezcals that are produced across the state. So Oaxaca is massive on mezcal, and even if you don't get a chance to go out and visit the individual producers, there are loads and loads of mezcalerias in Oaxaca that you can go and visit and sample your way through them. Now, they say that you don't get a hangover if you drink mezcal because it's pure and organic. I'm not about to put it crazily to the test, but I mean, let's see. So a lot of people think that mezcal and tequila are the same. Incorrect. One thing is that tequila has to come from a certain area, which is tequila, in order to be designated as such, whereas mezcal can come from the whole of Mexico. The other thing is that thing that I mentioned before, which is the fact that mezcal has a really smoky taste from the fact that the agave is smoked first. It's really good, so you should give it a try. So today's adventure is a cooking class in Oaxaca. Now, I have loved the food in Oaxaca. It's one of Mexico's big foodie areas, and so what better way to learn about it than to take a cooking class? Let's see what we find. Here we are, we're heading to a local market first. Now this, although you can go to lots of markets in Oaxaca, this is a very, very traditional one. I'm literally not seeing any other tourists here. And so we're going to be shopping for a lot of the ingredients that we're going to be using later on in the class. We are back from the market. We are here to actually start cooking. So we've just had a little bit of a break, and then we're going to start cooking some of the traditional Oaxacan dishes. Now I'm super excited about this. Even better, you get to eat it once you've finished. Did someone say more delicious Mexican food? Yes, please. So here we've got the Tlacaloula soup. Now this is actually the first time I've tried this, and it's lovely. Really quite delicate, not crazy. You also have some sweet corn or the maize, the squash flowers, and the squash. It's really, really good. In Santiago Matatlan, this is one of the heartlands of Mexico's Mezcal region. Now, obviously, you should not come to Oaxaca without visiting a Mezcaleria, so that's exactly what I'm doing today. I have jumped in the car, we've gone on a little road trip, and we are here in Santiago Matatlan in a Mezcaleria called Gracias, Dios, which means thank God. Thank God for the mezcal. This is the espesin reposado. Reposado. So it's aged for 3 months in American oak barrels, and it's a bit sweeter with some caramelly overtones. It's very, very tasty. Honestly, this is the kind of mezcal you could drink all day. Good morning. So today is Sunday, which means one thing in Oaxaca State, the massive market in Tlacaloula Market. Now I'm super excited about this. I've heard a lot of good things about this market. It's one of the biggest markets in Oaxaca State, happens every Sunday. Loads of people come from all of the surrounding towns and villages to come and buy, to spend time, to hang out, to have a chat, and to eat lots of great food, which is essentially what I'm planning to do today. What a coincidence. So before we head in, I think I'm just gonna mentally prepare myself for a moment. I'm super hungry and I am ready. First stop of the day, we stopped off to get some chicken, which is fresh off of the grill, and honestly...
When you be back in England, I'll be there.
This is so good. It's muy rico. Muy rico. It's with salsa and we've got tortillas, and honestly, this is some of the best chicken I've ever eaten. A bowl of tomate here. Now this is a traditional Zapoteco drink, which is made out of corn flour, flor de cacao. There's a little bit of chocolate in there as well, and the seeds of, I've forgotten the name of the seed, but like it's a traditional Zapoteco drink. I'm gonna give it a try because it looks really interesting. That's really good. It's really earthy. I think I could see how you could drink literally bowl after bowl of that. You'd be pretty full. You can taste the corn, you can taste the flor de cacao, which is sitting on the top. I actually think this is really delicious. This is a big surprise because it kind of doesn't look that appetizing, does it? But it's good. Here I am at the Church of Santo Domingo. Now this is one of the finest examples of Baroque architecture in Latin America, and it's just here in Oaxaca. So the outside you can see the founder of the Santo Domingo order, and you can see just some beautiful carvings. I'll flip the camera around in a second, you can have a look for yourself. Have a quick nose inside. Here I am in the Mercado the 20th of November. It's really warm, as you can probably tell from my face. We're about to try some food. So I've ordered the quesadilla with squash flour, which is one of the local specialities. There are lots and lots of meat dishes, and I'm going to be trying a lot of them, but I really wanted to try this. I love the squash flour, and I'm having it with the local cheese, which is like a string cheese that's almost like a mozzarella, but it's got tons more flavour. So let's give this a try. Squash flour quesadilla, and it is really good. It's just got the local cheese, which you can see is nice and stringy. Really good. As you can see, I am in the grill alley. This is in the Mercado, the 20th of November. It's super smoky in here, and you can basically choose your meat and they will grill it to perfection and serve it fresh off of the grill. So we decided to sit down and get one of the grills. You basically go up to any of the grill places, you order what you want, and then you head to one of the tables where you can order the sides to go with it. So it's pretty cool, a bit confusing, mad hectic, but you're gonna love it. Okay, so the verdict on the grill place was a bit weird actually. So I went for the dried beef one, which in retrospect might have been a little bit of a mistake. It was one of the most intense things. And ordered it with onions and lime and salsa, which was all brilliant. But the meat itself was just very dry. I know it was dried, so it seems silly to say that, but like incredibly dry. So I think maybe if you were going to go, and I would still recommend going, I would try the chorizo, because I think that would just be a bit more of a pleasant experience. Now, I've shown you just a fraction of the coolest things you can do in Oaxaca, from visiting petrified waterfalls in wild landscapes to feasting your way through the bounty of local specialities. I hope you're ready to discover Oaxaca for yourself. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe and sign up for notifications. I've also got lots more videos on Mexico on the channel and to be scheduled over the next few weeks. Stay tuned for more.